Greetings to you. This is the higher self. Greetings
Thanks.
to her. Greetings. Without mentioning her name. So,
Yeah,
blessings.
you can try. You can just use Judy if you wish.
Judy is fine. Yes, that helps.
Yeah, I just want to have a clear view of his position,
Well,
how she feel, and
yeah, she felt that you were pushing too hard when she wasn't ready for anything. She knew what your intentions were. I think you already know that. So she can sense it, but she wasn't ready. So it doesn't mean it'll be forever. I mean, she did connect with you. She did. I mean, you're feeling it, and she's feeling it too. So I believe she will be back, but timing is not clear. So just do your thing and not worry about it so much. When is up in the air, but she just, she's been through a lot from our point of view, and she just doesn't want to get too complicated at this point.
yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Good question.
Yeah. Is it probably a lot of changes in his life, or maybe some challenge has begun to
Well,
come
yeah,
in,
it's
or
work challenges. She doesn't want your relationship to affect her job. She's used to guys connecting to her at work too, or at other jobs. So she doesn't want her job to fall. I believe she's had trouble in her past where relationships got in the way of her job and she lost her job, things of that kind. So
the
that's
story?
kind of what's happening at this point, where she just feels uncomfortable, but doesn't mean that there's nothing there. So if you sense it the way you do, she does also. She's just unsure of how to handle it. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, it will come back around most likely. It just, the more that you just not pay attention to it, the better.
Yeah.
You know, we don't see you doing that. Just
At this point, I cannot do anything anyway. Everything is closed.
Yeah. So, and she's still at your job, we believe, right?
No,
Or,
the job is ending now.
that's right.
The time is ending, so we cannot see each other anymore.
Well, there's still a possibility of reconnecting. She can still reach out when she feels it right, but she's just going through a lot at this time, so don't feel too bad about it. So just continuing your path that is right for you. That's all.
Yeah, is it what I think is probably? I think it's good for me to not have to be able to reach her, because I think I have still a lot to do with myself.
Yes, but this is a good sign that you are making progress. So yeah. I mean, you did everything right from what we're seeing. Is that she has a lot of things she has to do with on her side too. So that's all. So just the timing isn't very good. That's all. If it was truly meant to happen, the two of you would just run into each other instantly. But it's not a good time at this moment.
Yeah.
So
does his point of view or what you think about me has changed a lot, or
not in a bad way. She just wasn't able to handle it at that time. That's all.
Does I bring something positive in?
Mm-hmm. Well, yes. Well, she likes the attention. She likes that type of connection. So it did help out a lot. And her own confidence in herself. She had also past relationships that are still kind of trying to connect with her still. Old boyfriends, things like that. So that's confusing her also.
Okay.
So she has old relationships that are kind of coming. That's one of the reasons why she did that too.
Okay.
If they weren't in the picture, she wouldn't have done that at all. So.
Okay. Nothing bad happened between her and his husband at this point?
No, it's just the two of them are just she just feel like it's not right at this time, that's all. Yeah, it's not like the two of them are doing well. She's just dealing with life situations, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Does maybe you're not the right position to tell that. Maybe another being will be able to tell that. Thus, we are much more personality are much made for friendship than something more really serious than that.
No, it can be more. It's just that she has the relationship, the husband energy that's causing her blockage. If that wasn't there, most likely you have a better connection between the two of you. So,
okay.
In some ways, that was a good thing, meaning that, you're still progressing with yourself, as you said. So it doesn't mean it's the end of all, no. But it is good what you did. We don't feel that she has any negativity towards you, just that she's in a situation that's not very good at this time.
Yeah. Because the only thing is bug me is at this until when we have to talk or to spend the time is we cannot really have a real deep disc chat, and is the only thing I try to doing is to have a real discussion, deep and sincere. And
Well, she was kind of blocking it, as you can see.
yeah.
She wasn't ready emotionally on that level just yet, because she's still going through her current relationship, and she's still kind of blinded by it, you can say.
Yeah.
She just has more than she can handle at this time. That's all.
Okay.
I believe she's worried about her work situation too, from what we see.
Yeah, but I think she's maybe try to find another job, or I don't know. No?
Yeah, that's causing a lot of problems too at this time. So now is just not the time. So the two of you either reconnect or you feel her energy around. So if you feel her energy around, she's definitely thinking about you. So I believe you've already felt that.
Does the time we spend together was create a bigger connection, or?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good.
It's just the timing wasn't good. That's all.
Good. Another message I could be useful to know from her, or?
Well, it's just that, yes, you went about it in the right way. It just, once again, her situation wasn't exactly the most positive for a new connection as what you were trying to build or building. So she felt a little bit threatened in that way. It's like, oh, she just had to pull back. That's all. So, like, when she's ready, you really, the two of you will reconnect pretty easily in the future. But right now, it's not worth. Just move on to the next, or move on to where you want to go to. And still, I mean, like, if you're minding your own business, not thinking about it, and all of a sudden she comes to your mind, that means she's thinking about you at that time. So,
does we maybe probably be able to make a more telepathic communication?
mm-hmm.
Will be easy between each other?
Yes. Well, she's blocking a lot of that too at this time.
Okay.
I mean, you can connect to her energy, but she's going to be blocking even that part. She's not ready for.
She is conscious. She blocking that, or?
Well, you can work on connecting to her telepathically. It's not going to harm anything. I believe it will bring a more positive energy towards you. Learn about your own spiritual abilities. So there's nothing wrong with it. So.
Good. Thanks.
Most likely, yes, we connect to your higher self or astral self. Most likely that will occur.
Okay. Thank you. Just bring my own higher self, please.
Your higher self? Yes.
Mine, yeah. Thanks for the communication.
Yes. Greetings, this is your higher self. Blessings.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes, that was a good test. Not what you were looking for as for connection, as it could have went further and further and further, actually. Well, of course, your current living situation did not help much.
Yeah.
So, but I believe she was polite for the most part. And the cutting off is just, yes, it was too much emotionally for her. So
what kind of, and when you said it's too much emotionally, what kind of effect I have on her when?
Well, what you are feeling, she is feeling the same way in different ways. Of course, she will never admit to it, but she feels it differently, but she does have a connection with you.
Okay, she feels the same kind of thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just different.
She's just trying to block that.
Well, it's just it's a slower pace. It's a little bit has more fear around it. It's not ready for that full connection at this time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I continue to make some energy shift, and anything you maybe can be tell about that, or
yeah, energy. Well, yeah, so you're connecting more to your guides, and you're becoming more sensitive to the energies around you. So yeah, that relationship energy was just a test, basically, as you're still working on yourself, on your own projects, your own creations is more important at this time. A job situation is up to you where you want to go next. You will find another job. You always find something, no matter what.
Why is it being so hard to stay centered around her when I'm?
So center. Oh yes, because you got it was her energy. You say it's her husband's energy that was doing a lot of that too. It was mostly his actually pushing you away.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, if I was be able to stay center, she will be much more attracted, and his husband will probably more pushing away from her.
Yeah. So if you see his energy, connect to it, heal it, you'll see he was played a big part in that blockage. It wasn't really her; it was mostly him. She did some, but it was mostly his influence that did
Okay.
it.
Okay, and
it's on the astral plane, of course.
Yeah, I can understand. He's not ready to let her go, and she's
not
ready to.
No, that's a prize to her. To him, no.
It's a prize.
A prize.
Yeah.
A prize.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the feelings of ownership are there.
Yeah. I guess I will probably be able to kick his ass away from that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's mostly his energy that caused her to block all of this. So if you look into his energy, yeah, things might change there possibly.
She will just find a way to unlock from that, something like that.
Yeah, so just do your intentions, what is for her highest good, and see the walk around her and send healing to it.
Okay. Any other kind of tests that seem to coming to me too again?
Like that again? No.
No, if another form of test that's coming to challenge me again.
Not like that, no. No. Just on the job situation, that's its form of a test, but not the same, of course.
Yeah, the previous channeling is tell that they probably keep me to this place, but it seems it's not the same. It's not the. I just changed the ID, or this many things have changed that not create the situation.
Well, something had to do with her energy being there too. It's like the job ended, she ended, it all kind of ended together. So that wasn't the plan in the beginning, but it seemed like that's the way things went. Because everything shifts. So it all kind of went together.
Okay.
And it's actually for your own good in some ways. I know it's hard to see it that way, but
yeah, at the end of the last week when I see that if she will go, I will probably just less interest to be there, or to see is repeating always
Yeah.
the form of the job is too much boring.
Yeah, well, it would just be too. Yeah, just be too. Yeah, just too. Just too much of a distraction. Just make it more unpleasant than it needs to be. So you're on to bigger and better things from what we see.
Yeah, at this moment I just make so much cleaning. I delete many files, drop, put in garbage, books, and it's like books or YouTube or everything is just like a wall to block me or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like just a limitation. At this point, what kind of thing that could seem to appear for me, or?
Well, yeah, you're changing direction in your energy. What used to work is no longer working. Now you're going into a different reality of yourself. So you had a change of a timeline. That's why the job cleared out, because you had a major timeline change.
Okay.
So
how many, which form or how many time that seem to take place? Could seem to take place. Yeah.
So
the change, the big change, or
well, it already happened already, and you're still in a new change right now.
What form that seem to take at this moment?
Job change, whatever you find is best for you.
With better condition, or?
It's up to you. It's up in your choice. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Well, yes. I mean, it might be more than the same, but a little bit better, yes. Communication would be a lot better. Let's put it that way.
What do you mean, communication?
With work, people at work, communication would be much better.
My communication with the people who are work, which need to be communicate.
Yeah, communication with the work itself, yes.
Okay. Okay. I think about that a little bit today. It's like I'm just tired to have a work where I need to use my strength, my body to doing things. It's like I just maybe I'll try to think if something kind of managing or more not administrator, but more kind of office work or less physical.
Or like a management position.
Yeah, something like that.
Or where you can work up to something like that, yes. In fact, there are many options. You just have to apply yourself to where you want to go next.
You said the army.
The army?
You said that?
You want to go to the army?
No, not really. I'm not. No, I don't think I can.
We're not say army. No. Well, we do see software, software type of company. That's what we see. Logistics, something around those lines.
Oh, you said LG6?
Logistics, you know.
Logistics.
Like FedEx or something, not like that, but you know, something that's
like something like dispatcher. Or...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can take it. Yeah.
It's up in the air. There's many choices from what we see. You just have to go for what you want. That's all.
And to find what is it too.
Yeah, well, it's part of your soul growth too. So you might not always. You might want the challenge more than the job itself. Like, can I do this?
Yeah, there's other kind of. Yeah, in some previous message read you, I'm supposed to be or more on what the difference between gold and silver timeline and.
Well, you can say you went through like a silver timeline with that relationship energy. So the golden timeline means more luck. You're working towards it. Yes, you're connected to it, but you're connecting to the life that you're looking for. That's the golden timeline energy. What you visualize for yourself.
Is more direct, or it just mean a more clear view of the timeline, I wish?
Oh no, I mean relationship, somewhere to live, relationship energy. You know, the ideal life, maybe not exactly, but something similar to that. A life partner type of situation, yeah.
More standard life. Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with partnership, relationship energy. So I feel like you will manifest that in energy, not like you've been through before, but something new, of course. That'll be better, actually, from what we see.
Better energy.
Once again, timing is always going to be up in the air, but not too really. Just focus on what you wanted to discover on your own, what things you want to do for yourself. That's all that matters at this time.
Okay. Does I know we had received a message that you have a new guide. What, Gueyrik?
Yes.
What is the main job or the main goal he has to do for me? Or
I mean, Pleiadian energy that's taking you to a new timeline that you're going through right now. Yeah. Help you clear out the past and for you to go forward to a new connection. Okay. So this is all about creating a new direction for you overall. That's what this is about.
Does he wish to jump in and give message or talk with me, or?
Yes, we can bring him in if you like. Yes.
Yeah, if you wish. Thanks.
Greetings to you. This is Gueyrik. Greetings.
Hi, Gueyrik.
Well, the idea is for you to see things in another way. As you were that partnership that you were working on, you're giving her a lot of flexibility, and you weren't controlling to her as what she's used to. So you were friendly to her, which she's not used to. You gave a lot of energies to her that she just didn't know how to recoup, how to handle. So that's one of the reasons why and she's used to that abusive energy.
Okay, so she live in more abusive kind of relation, and now I just give her the she saw it's possible to have another form of relationship with people.
Yeah, she's just not used to that type of energy. So yeah, she kind of had a backlash from it, or felt some kind of backlash with it.
Okay.
So that's all. Nothing towards you. It's all about her. I believe you will have new connections that will be more positive and more of your liking, where you're looking for. So right now, not to worry. Just continue in the path.
New connection from her and from someone else, or?
I believe you will find a connection with somebody else. Yes.
Yeah.
Because she's stuck in that relationship. She's not gonna go anywhere for some time. I don't believe you want to wait around all day.
Yeah, I did too much. Okay, but the probability we have more friendly relationship is there, or
with her or somebody else?
With her.
With her, not likely. She's basically went into a rabbit hole and stayed there. So if she ever comes out, you never know. But it's unlikely for coming out.
Okay. So it's possible I never have information from her anyway.
I mean, you might get energies from her. You might feel a sense her vibration around, but other than that,
okay,
it's not really worth. I mean, you have other things to do, and if she comes back, she comes back. She doesn't. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
So,
And for the new form of relationship energy, what's the time frame seem to be up here at this point?
Well, probably sometime next year. One thing about this current relationship energy you're connected to, the more that you move away from it, more it'll allow something else new to come in. You know, obviously going to think about it, you're going to feel it in your energy, and that's fine. But you're going to keep your options open. So probably in your next year or 2 years, I feel like something will happen in your next year somewhere, somehow. You're not saying when or when. It's still up in there at this time. You have a lot of what you're doing with yourself at this time. So it'll come when the time is right. You don't feel like the time is right for something like that moment. But there will be a right time for it.
Yeah. What else other kind of thing you work on for me, or are you doing at this point?
Well, yes, and you have your creative endeavors, your spiritual direction will open up more. You'll see more spirit beings and chakra energies when you want it to occur. I feel like your sensitivity with Earth will increase. Most likely in your next year. This year's a little bit heavy, as you can see.
Okay.
But it's where you want to go spiritually is up to you. So I'm there to assist that. I'm there to assist where you want to go. Okay. I'm just there to help you whatever your decision is over time.
So you just keep connect to my energy to amplify the direction, something like that?
Well, yeah, it's just to help you. Where the decisions that you make, they make it more clear of what to do with it. Like the relationship energy, we did the best we can with that situation, but it was kind of already hard because she kind of already made up her mind. Well, she felt bad too because she's in a relationship technically, and she felt kind of bad about talking to somebody else. So.
Sure. Does our guides have a message they wish to share with me, or?
No, well, it's just that she's going through a period of darkness that you're better off not experiencing with her.
Okay, she began. She is in the darkness time, or she began at darkness time?
She's in it right now. It's something that you're better off without.
She's and what start this thing?
Well, it's with her relationship and herself.
Okay, she began.
Now it's a job situation. It's not very good.
Okay.
So.
Okay, she's.
That's all we can say on that.
Is like she's begin a shake up time, or?
Well, it's been like that for a while. She's never showed it.
She just not be too much conscious about that, or?
Well, she's conscious of it.
Okay.
She just doesn't show it. That's all.
Okay. Anything else you wish to tell me, or?
Well, just yes, the creative endeavors that you wish to go into. I believe that now's the time to go. Approach your goals wherever it is that you wish to. We're there to assist. We're not there to make up your mind, but you're there. Wherever you decide, we are there for you. So that's all.
Okay. And what seemed to appear for the next year in general about the shift and the time change for the people in general?
The people in general are going to learn more about themselves. They might not like what they're learning, what they see about themselves. A lot of self-reflection, as this year's a version of it, but there's more to come. As more darkness is going to make itself more clear.
Okay.
So this is a changing timeline. The world is moving forward, and those that don't want to move forward will be left, in the Stone Age, wherever people don't want to evolve, and that's fine. Some people like AM radio, and they stuck with that for their whole lives. That's fine. But many of you are going to continue to ascend into new energies. That's all.
Okay. Any does the at this point we still have to wear a mask? It seemed to be close to him use the mask, and the shit thing will be more visible?
No, well, the mask situation, we'll go into next year. Possibly in the fall they'll end it, but it's hard to say at this time.
Second.
We'll probably go for another year, most likely.
Oh yeah, people still love that.
Or a year or two. It all depends on where they are, though.
Yeah. In my country will still be so much longer.
Well, yeah. Well, not all places are in your country, but the bigger cities most likely. Some places are going to get more lenient, but a lot of places are still under. Well, they want to stay in business, and that's why they compromise. A lot of them don't want anything to do with it.
Okay. So. Does some government will begin to crumble a little bit, or some structure will begin to be shaken enough to make the politician go back a little bit?
Only seems the United States is going to start to, the structure of that is going to start to crumble. Not entirely, but it took Rome a long time for that to fall. This is kind of the same thing.
Okay.
At least the idea system. So it is in a falling stage, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the end of it or anything like that. But the infrastructure is breaking. So where you are, not much will probably change. The mass situation, it's going to follow other countries until it's ready to let it go. Probably a year or two, but you'll have ways around it. Don't worry about it. I mean, you're not worried about it anyway. But yeah, the United States is going through a crumbling phase at this time, as you can see.
Okay.
So it will get more unity and more connected. So the old guard has to break down, and it's something that takes 5, 10 years, 20 years, 10 years to break down.
Take a lot.
Okay. It won't break down completely, but you'll see the slide. You're seeing it now. So.
Okay. Okay. Can Prime Creator wish to jump in?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Thanks.
Great to you. Some Prime Creator lessons.
Thanks. Before maybe if you tell me if any entity or private message need to be delivered at this point?
You had some reptilian presence recently. Due to that, the girl energy. Sure. She has like a handler, a reptilian handler that was moving things around. And that is connected to her current relationship.
Sure.
They're just doing what they're told by him, and he's under control too. So they're kind of keeping her under control. So it's not your army, your ward. Well, you were there to give her the choice. Now, she could have changed things. She could keep connection with you, just stay friends, keep things slow, and see where it goes. But she decided to be part of that control instead. That's her darkness, not yours.
Good.
So you did all you could.
What's your point of view about this situation? Any form of possible reconnection, or?
There's always it's up to her. She might message you possibly another week or two. Possibly. It's only when she wants to let go of the control that's around her. So we're not giving you guarantees on that. We're just saying that is a possibility because she's under major mind control at this time.
Okay.
Now, she can break it, but she chooses not to.
Okay. And this mind control is her challenge. She chose to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, self-love. She's just not ready to.
She's still there. Okay, she's
take herself seriously. Yeah.
Take her. Okay, she don't believe in her or something.
Yeah, she doesn't believe it. She just does not no self-confidence. She has some, but not as much confidence. She just doesn't feel like she's worthy of anything.
Okay.
So she just used that wall energy. She's not used to breaking free of it. That's all.
In
You
some
did all
way,
you could. You did everything you could, though.
in some way, I could be a reason to break through that.
Well, I mean, you can just do it with your own energy and heal the spell around her best you can, but
Okay.
whatever you feel is right.
I know she talked a lot about his daughter. What's the main goal of this collection with daughter? She seemed to have to wish to be close with her, or maybe his daughter is. I just feel maybe she just wished to give to his daughter what she don't receive it, something like that.
Well, yes, I mean that's part of the relationship energy. She's just confused. It makes things more complicated with the child. So,
okay.
I mean, it's up to you if you want, Yeah, as I always say, concentrate on your own direction, your own energy. You can still connect to her energy if you wish, but it might feel more exhausting than it does anything else. I mean, you don't want to be pulled down to her level because she can pull you down pretty easily. So bring her into her world. She has a lot of conflict around her at this time. So a lot of people around her appear as one thing, but they're actually another. They act like they're friends, and that's not exactly true.
What does she have? Is people around her? Does the friend she have is more the friend from his husband, or she have the real friend she create? She have really
real friend. It's a real friend.
Okay.
It's a friend she met somewhere. But she does have her husband's friends around her too. She just basically locked in a box. She kind of did that to herself.
Mm-hmm.
She fell for his energy, and she's kind of trapped.
Okay.
So it's better.
Like a cat in a box.
Where you are, or you're better off where you're at. I seem nice where she is, but really not really.
Okay. Any other private message I need to receive?
It seems like your cell structure is changing.
My cell structure?
Yeah, you're connected to actually more Anunnaki energy.
Okay.
Of past connection. Actually, you have a connection with Saturn also. As a builder, as a pyramid builder on other worlds, actually.
Okay.
But not the kind of pyramids that control planets, but yours is more pure. So now your world building is what you're connected to. Civilization building. Might not remember that now, but like video games, how those are world building, movies, world building.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically a world builder. But you can't always interact with those worlds. Like you can build it, but interacting is a whole different story. It's like I might have made the thing, but I can't get along with anybody here. So, which is actually pretty normal. Yeah, because you think a different way than they do. You've also been connected to builders, like a builder race, which is actually connected to the Anunnaki. But there's others. Basically, just building societies.
Good.
A lot of them are bald. A lot of them they have larger heads. They hover around. They don't even get along with each other. That's kind of the point.
Good. Any change that coming from maybe my mother or something like that for the next year? Or?
Oh, she should feel better about herself. She's still going to go through mental depression, which she's going through right now.
Okay.
So she's going to have like a mental conflict, self-conflict. She just doesn't always trust herself, as you can see. She's trying to enjoy life, but it's not always as easy.
Anyways, get older and does I need to spend more time with her? Or?
If you wish. If you feel like the time is right for it. She feels like you have a good connection as it is. So
I try to not talk too much about the caveat.
yeah, no.
She don't like my point of view.
Well, she like, yeah, just give her just she knows you're there, that's fine.
I try to not talk, but she come with the subject a little bit.
Well, she wants people to think her way. She's very high. She used to be a high mind entity, a hive mind. So her thoughts controlled others.
Okay.
But it's not working with yours.
Yeah.
It can work, but she's still in that mentality though.
Less than before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a hard one to heal too. Well, when things have gone your way so many lifetimes, and then you come to this world, it's like, so.
Yeah. And my younger brother, any change or?
Now, more self-confidence is coming in. He's not liking the way the world is right now. He's going through some depression because of that.
Okay. Does he talk much more or try to talk to us more? Or?
I feel like he wants to keep to himself. He has nothing really to share at this time. He's just going through his own inner conflict.
Okay. So does he begin to unlock some limitation or?
So, say that again.
If he have unblocked some limitation he had or?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No.
And my sister?
She's doing well socially, connecting to others, knowing more about herself, feeling more alive than she has in the past, actually.
Okay.
So she's more confident for her direction in her own way.
And my older brother?
Kind of stuck in his old ways. Nothing new there.
Yeah.
He's the same as you left him.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit longer hair, that's about it.
Maybe
a little bit more open-minded, but not by much.
No. Okay.
Still a lot of closed-minded energy there. That's okay. It's part of growth.
Thus we will have more. Those the people which have business will stand up more to keep their business alive, or
some will, most won't. Well, some know that there's their time to fade out. A lot of businesses will go with it. New ones are on their way.
Okay.
New ones will be created in different places.
Okay.
This is this whole process, that's all.
And any job, the job will be more about around the big corporation at this point until the smaller begin to grow, or
a larger corporation, yeah. Well, mid-size, decent, not too big.
Okay.
I feel like you'll find something more attuned to your abilities, something you'll enjoy more. It might not be the most fulfilling, but you'll feel a little bit better overall. I feel like you're looking for something more challenging, but something that that has substance, but that will last a long time.
Okay.
Where you can use your talents more.
And what kind of capacity or thing will probably more begin to be active from me, or maybe some capacity will be more active for me?
Oh, what is it active? What is it?
I mean, maybe there's some more energetical like capacity, or maybe communication capacity will be more active, or
You said more communication? Yes.
yeah, communication, energy, or distance.
So it'll be more energy. Well, energy and communication, yes. Both of them. But communication is going to be a big part of it.
Yeah.
Like a communications company in that way, where everybody's talking to each other.
Yeah. And it does will be more easy, more. I don't know if the thing will just turn more easily for me to make direct communication with guide and entity, or
you can connect to source, whatever feels right. I mean, you're connecting what is right for you at this time.
At this moment, I'm just not sure how that's working and how that.
Well, it's just not going your way as you like it to. That's all.
To know how the information travel, or which form they have too.
Well, there's a lot of timeline shifts occur. I mean, you have one conversation about you have a job for like 6 months and it ends in a month. It's because there's a timeline shift. So that was actually makes you more productive, but get you out of that zone into another connection. So.
Okay.
So yeah, you're being guided to a new direction. So you can take, well, yeah, you're learning the lessons that you're here that you signed up for. And you're along for the ride, basically. So you're not always needed to understand every single detail as you like
to. Okay.
Just go with what feels right. And you have been doing that so far. So not to worry.
And the next probable relationship I could have with a woman, what kind of person? Or?
Well, it'll be an opposite person that'll be very different than you, but I feel like the two of you will find some kind of spark. But there's no rush for it overall. You're still figuring out your own direction right now. So just basically finding out. Well, your spare time, you feel like you're going to do a lot more with that in a direction where you feel like you're more busier or constructive.
Okay. She will be more younger or same?
Relationship-wise?
The probable woman, she's much more my same age or older?
Yeah,
or
maybe a little bit older.
Not too much older.
Just a little bit.
I don't want a grandma too. Yeah. Yeah. Just that means she's probably more able to communicate who she is and what she feels.
No, not necessarily. No, it's just that you just have to feel like you can talk to. This to be a person you can talk to. That's all.
Okay, not too much close.
Well, yeah, we might be looking into it a little bit too deeply right now. It's easier when you're in the relationship first.
No, I mean, it's not necessarily go to this point.
Yeah, it's not necessary to look that deeply.
No. Good. What time is it? 4 p.m. Any message for Ivan?
No, it's all classified.
Okay. X zone. An entity or guide that wish to jump in?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That would work out greatly for you. Yes, lessons.
Thanks.
Greetings to you. I am Grindel from Mars. Greetings to you.
Grindel?
Yes, we look the same in Mars. We're not exactly, but we are very much identical. I am more of a cyborg being, though. Half man, half machine that you're connected to. Yes, you're a part of my creation process also. The reason I am here, yes, is to give you a different point of view of yes, machine energies you've been connected to in previous lifetimes. Robotics. You can say you just came from that. And not necessarily have to have, well, now you're understanding your spiritual side of yourself. Because you've had robot machines go rogue. Not because of what you did, but what others do. But the beings got frustrated with the humans. So,
okay.
But you're understanding more of your spiritual self here. Because you felt that you could have done more if you understood your spiritual side. Because you weren't always that deep into it. You didn't feel like you needed to be. And it worked out to a certain extent. Yes, go ahead, please.
No, I don't have specific, just wish to give you opportunity to give message you wish to give, or?
Yes, you've had many incarnations of, yes, android creation, building. And you have also been an android yourself in previous lifetimes, creating other machines. You didn't even know you were a machine. But you're a scientist of creating others that are similar to you, even more advanced. So, once in this lifetime, you're finding more of your humanity here. As you felt like you became disconnected from society because you've been around machines so long.
Good. That's why it's hard for me to have relationship and create.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're used to android relationships.
Information only.
Yeah, not the human touch. So yes, you're becoming less robotic yourself. So this hasn't been mentioned before because it wasn't really time for it to come through. But I feel like now is the time for it. So it's something that you can dive into your own discovery of, the birth of the machine, that world cybernetics, worlds were now in the cybernetic world. Once again, that's where you felt more connected to an android being. It was very much easier.
Sure.
But here on as a human, it's a whole different ocean, you can say. And so, but as you understand more of your android connections, you dive into it more, you think about it, you draw it out, cities you've been connected to, allow that to come more through, and you'll see more of you'll be connecting more to humans, we see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It will be more emotional being.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't have to have a lot of emotion in previous life. You need it. But when you saw androids become more destructive, as they were becoming more human than you were already human, but you were disconnected from the human element.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're learning that yourself. Yeah, it's almost like you're creating a Frankenstein monster in some regard. Or monsters. But they weren't really, they just got darker because of human interaction.
Good. Any other kind of thing you wish to share? Or?
Just go about it slowly, looking into that world. Pictures of machines, things like that. That feels right to you. You have been an android reader, robot reader, where humans, you did connect to human as a machine. You're like one of like a had a lot of times as a butler robot.
Hmm.
That lifetime. That's where really when you started to see more, because you did come from the Greys, but you did come much from basically the android, kind of like something like see in Star Wars, like a droid that was just helping humans.
Yeah.
And then you moved on to a butler type of energy. Then you moved on to more of self-sufficient. Then you moved on to building them also.
Okay.
So it's not an easy incarnation, as you know. So being connected to human. So once you see more of that cybernetic world that you're connected to, you'll feel more connected to yourself.
Okay. Yeah. To download the data.
Yes. Might be a little bit hard to see, but yes, it's there.
Again.
Well, you understand Bill Gates has been there in those realities. He's one founder of the machines too.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like the evil founder. Yes. Nothing new there. Best Jeff Bezos also, he's been there too, in different worlds. So
okay. Thanks.
Well, interesting. Yes, you're also a scientist. I build robots for cats, for cat worlds. So like there's a robot human or a robot for their advanced world.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a human building them for cat people and canines, but with the cat people, that's where you're most productive.
Maybe you can tell me that. The woman we talked about a few moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
For his birthday, I gave her a small cat I print. Mm-hmm. And she told me the name of this little cat was Love. She is a way for her to express his emotion or to me?
Yeah, she expressed her emotions through things. She has been a machine too. You put her together. She was one of your creations, robot creations.
Oh, yeah.
So you kind of fell in love with her. But that actually worked out very well. Of course, she's going into a different direction in this world. So that's another reason why you have that connection with her.
Okay. Does she keep the gift with her?
Yes. You really so.
Okay.
No reason to get rid of it.
Thanks.
Yes.
Any other entity you wish to jump?
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Greetings to you. We are the Acturians. Greetings to you. Yes, you are. Yes, you're used to worlds that are. Yes, we are. Yes, connected to the cybernetic side. We're also used to worlds where they're kind of like monster beings or mutant beings. Similar to your X-Men, beings that have two heads. Super powered beings worlds that you're connected to. So you were like a cyclops or a being that shoot beams out of your eyes, but you had more control of it.
Okay.
So we're bringing that to you because you're connected more to that power now. Doesn't mean you're going to shoot beams at anybody, but your psychic abilities are opening up.
Okay.
So yeah, you're used to a world where there's a mutant president. And this was out in public, not hidden. There's everyone like a world of what you would call freaks, but it was normal for them. So, and that was very fascinating. I believe it's one of your higher lifetimes, actually. of just bizarreness. Yes, kind of like a Star Wars movie that, but 10 times more than that.
Okay.
And that was in Orion. They're not showing what you didn't look like a Silver Surfer being. You were a being that was not necessarily a mutant. We don't see that. We see it as more of a, you can change your shape into a human.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of like a secret agent looking for information about certain beings. You were kind of like a policeman, actually. Not a little bit of both. Looking for beings that cause difficulties on other planets. So that was a fun incarnation. So you go to these freak planets. There are several of them in Orion. So you can change your shape to look like them too. Yeah. So that was the more exciting reality that you're connected to.
I guess.
Well, at the time it was, you're learning what you're capable of. So it was during the Orion Wars too. So
be able to shave my ass at will.
Maybe you had that. There's also pig beings that you're connected to also, or new. They're very harassers of other beings. Yeah, the reptilians their pigs are worse than the reptilians. Yeah, nothing mentioned that very often, of course.
Yeah.
Pig worlds you've been to? You have been a pig person. So yes, it's a human thing. Humans have always been around, but understanding them and wanting to be around it, they make things more complicated. Animal beings a lot easier to connect with. Of course, not always the most moral society, but it depends on what vibration you're at. But you've been to third dimensional worlds where there have been pig type of people. The reason why we're telling you is some of your politicians on your world are Trudeau used to be a pig guy.
Yeah.
So you're seeing the injustice done on other planets that are not here. So that's why you have like a keen understanding of who's a criminal, who's not. You have that. That's part of that lesson.
Okay. Does you can tell me if alternate timeline or other lifetime?
No lifetime.
Which can send me or connect to me for more flexible, more easily active my capacity to communicate and maybe create more quickly create a relationship with people more efficiently, more truly, something like that.
One moment. Yes, one moment. We had a moment. You had a lifetime, yes, that was kind of like a almost as cold to females at one time, like a swashbuckler or a playboy in previous lifetime, where you had wealth where you can get away with. I believe it was another planet. So alternative Earths, you could say. Either way, it's one that you're healing at this time. Well, you had so much wealth, you have to look at yourself. And I believe it was kind of once again connected to the Android realities where you actually owned a Android manufacturing company.
Okay. So is a lifetime where I own the factory and that trade probably shit, and now I know what is to be an Android and what consequence.
Well, it was a corporation.
Yeah.
Big one.
But I mean, a lifetime or I can connect to is more to have a more better to have a better communication with people, or better maybe just a better energy around me to help people to wish to talk to connect with me or to.
Well, yeah, is that lifetime you're very closed in, self-centered lifetime that you're healing now.
Okay.
So you're just allowing new people into your life. So you're just learning how to treat people better than you are doing that now in this lifetime. The other lifetime didn't matter.
Okay.
So because you have so much power. So now you're learning the ramifications of that power. It is dying. That side of you is dying down every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of like a master of the universe at that time.
Okay, so that's another main goal for this life. I didn't really cultivate, or I didn't really build in a previous life or previous timeline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's breaking down now. Now, yeah, other females will come into your life that'll help you make a breakthrough even further.
Does I have few guys that's I have this capacity, or this are it's easy for them to doing that? They are connected to me, or
for them to help you with this, or they're already helping you right now.
If at this point I have few guys that's job is to do it is about that, and
yes, yeah, it's all about, it's taking it very slow because you've been through a lot. Yeah, this coming year you should feel a lot lighter energies coming through.
Okay.
Yeah, so you feel a much of a bigger difference this year.
Okay, what's the main transition could make this shift more not drastic but more efficient?
It would just be productive on your side. Do things, stay productive.
No, I mean any transfusion could help to support this shift.
An infusion, alien infusion.
Yeah.
Acturian infusion is good. Awarin, the feline is good also.
Okay.
Yeah, Cupid infusion.
Cupid infusion.
Yeah.
They still walk nude.
Yes. Well, also Mother Earth infusion too, which is not mentioned very often, but
yeah,
Mother Earth energy can help you become more Earth-like.
That's what I heard. Could just create connection between me and I know the woman we talked before. She seemed to more attract to Mother Earth. Does Mother Earth just create more a link between her and me to have a better communication, and
it will cause more friction for you.
Okay.
If it ever happens. So it's best that it did not. She's also caused you trouble in other lifetimes too. So.
Okay.
You have been married to her in a past life too. That's another reason why you feel connected to her.
Okay. That's
it actually went well, but it still wasn't easy. You don't need to go through
that. Okay.
Trust me, you don't need to go through that.
She was still sexy in this lifetime?
Of course, yes.
How many children we have?
4.
Oh yeah. Are they wish share message with me?
Yes, don't marry her.
Run away. Okay, she was already a big challenge at this time.
Yes. She's a challenge already, as you can see.
No.
When you did know her, it seems.
So his husband have a fucking weird price.
Yeah. Well, they're kind of both of them are each other's worst enemies. So
Okay.
they get at each other a lot.
Did skate enemy. That's weird. So you cannot have life and nothing special happen, just happiness sometimes. Just trouble, whatever you choose. Or
Yeah, it would just be trouble.
cannot have a...
Yeah, well, as you work on your past life energies, you just discover what you've been through. A new direction will open up.
So the heart is more a therapeutic place for being, or every people that's come on earth are around just for that.
Oh yeah, the memories of the past, people that have been around you. Yes.
Yeah. So
you're here to unlock those connections and
so other planet or other dimension are more peaceful place or sometime.
Yes, you're bringing out a new direction in this life. So this new year will be a better year.
I hope.
Won't be the easiest year, but it will be better.
Come on. Okay.
Yes, your government will still be corrupt. Barack Obama still thinks he's president.
Yeah, okay. So. Maybe Dragon Guide, do you wish to jump in?
Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Grease you. This is Timothy, the dragon, brings the. Yes, I'm connected to your energy. Yes, you're here to heal a lot of false truths, like relationship energies. Well, yes, you're kind of clearing out. Yes, a lifetime that was very selfish. You're in the clearing phase of that during this current timeline right now. Of releasing those. You've been doing it for a while, but I believe you're now ready to release a great deal of it. This is normal for soul growth, of course.
I'm not close to end this phase.
No, looks like you're getting lighter. Well, the more you look into it, if you want to, or just tell yourself, I'm done with those slides and clear a clean slate, that will help you release and go into a new direction.
Yeah.
So just know that those, yes, you'll gradually come out of it. It's like a new relationship will come through only when you feel like the time is completely right, because you felt it was, but it's not. Now you're in between jobs and all that. So when you feel like this is a good time for it, new energies will come through.
Okay. The door will be open. Good. Any other message? Could be.
Well, you're also known to be a time traveler too. I'm not sure if everyone told you that.
Yeah, I think I hear about that a few times.
Yes. We've had timelines, get so convoluted. You had to stay for things to get back to normal, because Time Lords would screw everything up on not this world, but similar things have happened here. But other planets, things have gotten so messed up, where technologies came in too soon. Like ketchup was now called mustard, that type of reality where everything was opposite of what it used to be.
Okay.
And then they kind of phase that timeline out. It's like, oh yeah, those were the Dark Ages.
The Dark Age of the mustard.
Yes. You can say that. Actually, as a feline being, we're time travelers.
Yeah.
You had a belt, so you could press a button on it, and it It'll read your mind and go where you want it to go. It's almost like an AI that you're talking to.
Yeah.
So you also travel worlds with it too. But you have to be careful. Well, it's like because sometimes you don't know where you're at because you have a signal. You went by a signal on your ship. If you got too far from your ship, it's like great. Now how do I get back? So because you can travel planets too. But, so in this timeline, discover more about yourself. Do things for yourself.
Okay, just another quick jump to the previous subject about the woman. I know at the beginning I want to begin to see her as always joking and have fun, and after a little thing, I was not really able to make joke again and to have fun. I just try to have more serious chat with her, but when she's not around, I was able to a little bit more to make joke with people and have fun. I just want to try to understand what is that, why that's be more hard for me to make just joking. Maybe doesn't because I just take that too much seriously, and that's blocked me to make a joke with her. And
no, it was her energy. It was the serious energy. We want to have good impression on it too. So yeah, it's just you want to have a good impression on her. And just the two of you have not had exactly the best timelines either with each other too. There's some serious connections with each other where it didn't go so well. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
So you're still healing each other's energy at this time. So basically, the two of you got in a fight and you both killed each other, basically. So when you have a lifetime like that, you remember the good times, but also remember the bad times. So yeah, it's hard to joke around after something like that. You're still healing that energy. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you.
So a connection there, but still a friction there. That's
I think we are both hard head in someone.
Yes.
Okay. Any I don't know, maybe any form of dragon activation in me, something like that come or
just crystal energy activation, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Last message before I close.
Just work on, yes, the messages already been said. Just work on things that you feel it's important to you at this time. That's all.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.